Hi, this is Lauren from LSP Actions and welcome to the video tutorial overview for the LSP Glitter Overlay Collection and Applicator Actions for Photoshop. There are 3 glitter collections available on the LSP Actions website: the LSP Organic Impact Collection, the LSP Sparkle and Bokeh Collection and the LSP Wings and Things Collection. Whichever collection you have, or perhaps you have more than one, this video tutorial will show you how to apply the glitters to your image because the same principles apply whichever LSP glitters you are using. So let's get started. When you download from the website, your glitters will be in a zipped folder. This makes for an easier download and it means everything stays in the same place. If you're on Mac, you're going to need to double click this to unzip the files because Photoshop cannot work with a zipped folder. If you're on Windows, you can right click and choose Extract All. If you're on Mac as well, and double clicking isn't working or Photoshop isn't allowing you to access these glitters, you're going to need to use the Archive Utility option. Once the glitters are unzipped, you will notice they come in an open folder like this. It's no longer zipped up and that means you can access them. You can simply open this up to see the glitters inside. This one here is the Organic Impact Glitter Collection. I'm going to unzip the sparkles now. And here's the Sparkle and Bokeh Collection. And let's unzip the wings. And here are the wings and things. You'll also have a little text file here, how to install your Photoshop actions, which gives you some handy tips for getting these into Photoshop, tripping over my words, but I'm going to show you how to do that right now. With all of the glitters, you get the LSP Shimmer and Shine Glitter Applicator Actions, and they are as an ATN file. All you need to do is open up Photoshop and then simply double click these actions and they will be installed. If you can't see your Actions panel, come up here to Window and choose Actions. You're also going to want to make sure you can see your Layers panel, so come up here to Window and make sure Layers is selected. If the glitters are in grey mode and you prefer to use them this way, you can simply click. For example, the first one you need to play is Choose Your Sparkle, and then you have extra options here. You click the action and you hit play and that will play it out. I prefer to use the actions on button mode, so you need to come up to these little lines at the top and choose button mode, and you'll notice your actions are in one-click coloured order. Grab the side and pull them in until they snap into a nice neat column. You're going to want to scroll down to the bottom because this is where your glitter actions will be. You can always drag them and move them in grey mode to wherever you'd like them to be in your action panel. So let's get started. First I'm going to show you an example using the impact glitters. These are the real organic glitter overlays. Whichever glitter you're applying, you need to choose one, choose your sparkle. And this will come up with a little notice saying the window will open for you to choose your sparkle. Select resize and hit enter to continue, and don't worry about the black background. If you're applying these glitters without using the actions and you'd like to do it manually by hand, you need to go File, Place Embedded, and then change the blend mode to screen. But the actions are great because it gives you all these different options and it does it all for you. When the window opens, you need to locate your unzipped files, not the zipped files. If the file is zipped up, it's just not going to work. You can still probably choose the image and Photoshop is going to say to you there is no file or path or file format found because Photoshop just cannot understand a compressed zipped file. So make sure they're unzipped. Go ahead and open up your glitters and choose which one you'd like to apply. For this one, I'm going to apply the Extra Anna Maria Blowing Glitter. And you'll see it appears over your image as a semi-transparent overlay with a resize box. So you can resize this to fit. I'm going to resize the blowing glitter here. This is great for a sideways blow. Resize that in and you can either hit enter, you can hit the little tick up here, or you can double click. And you'll see it's been automatically applied over your image. And this is as a separate layer with a mask, so you can turn this on or off. A black brush has been selected for you, so you can paint any of it away if you want to. Next up you have Flip. You can use this to flip the sparkle left or right if you want to. See, I'm just clicking that. You can add contrast to the sparkle to make it show up more. Turn that one off. You can brighten, darken, and all sorts of other things here. You can change the colour, golden, silver, rainbow. You can choose your own colour. There's so many options here. So let's apply another sparkle. Hit continue. And how about we go for, I'm not sure, how about scatter for this one? With the main glitters, you're going to want to make sure, and with the impact and especially the sparkle bokeh, that they kind of cover your entire image. And that's just going to play out. You see these are rainbow colours. I don't really want that for this image, so I'm going to just hit gold and sparkles, and that's going to turn them all to gold. You can use a black brush to paint any of the glitter away from anywhere you don't want it to show. And you can choose white to show. If you'd like to try a different glitter, you're not sure about the one you just added or you want to layer them up, you can simply use this little eye icon to turn the layer on or off, like this. Or if you really don't want it, you can grab it and drag it down to trash. But make sure you drag any other layers that you've created here too, which is why I prefer to turn them on or off. So how about we add, how about luster? And hit enter. I'm going to turn that to golden. You can use golden, you could turn it to silver, you could turn the rainbow colours on, although that one already is rainbow coloured, so you don't really need to do that. And you also have a choose your colour option here. Hit continue. The hue box will pop up. You can simply drag this top one and you can change that colour anywhere to suit your image. You can really play with these colours. You also have blur your sparkle. You need to make sure you've clicked on the actual glitter layer to play this one. A notice will come up just to tell you to make sure you've clicked that layer. And it will add a blur for you and select a white brush. So you could add some blur onto the background of your sparkle or anywhere else if you wanted to. I'm just going to right click and delete that. So that's using the Organic Impact glitters. Now I'm going to show you an example with the wings. And this image here is by Anna Brandt, gorgeous. So choose your sparkle. Now we're going for the wings. I like to view them large so we can see what we're doing. You have the 4 main wings here. You have trail, flow, these smaller glitter wings. So you can really kind of add these. You have the blue droplet. But of course the most popular, which you have probably seen already, are the angel wings. You have 4 to choose from. So I'm going to go for angel wing 1, I think, for this one. You can drag this into place, you can resize, you could even warp if you wanted to make this a slightly different shape for your image. Go back on scale there. So I like to kind of think the point of the wing, you don't really want it coming out here. You want to imagine if it's on your subject's back, whether they're from the front or the side, where that wing would naturally, where it would naturally fall. And when you're done, hit enter or double click, and the actions have played out. A black brush has been selected. I'm going to make that semi-hard and paint this off our subject's skin. So that's one wing applied. I'm going to choose another one. And it doesn't matter which way around because you can always flip these really easily. So for example, we've chosen this one, you can simply right click, flip horizontal, or you can add it and you can use the flip the sparkle action if you wanted to. So I'm just rotating that round, changing the size a little and hit enter. Again, it will play out. Grab a black brush and you can paint any areas away from your subject's skin that you don't wish to show, and you can use a white brush to paint these back in too. You can hit X on your keyboard to switch from black to white, or you can click the little arrows here. I'm just phasing that down a little bit to follow the natural shadowing of the image here. And of course you can play the additional actions if you wanted to, for example, brighten up. And you can grab a black brush and you can paint that off any way you don't want it to show. If you wanted to, they're all very, very adaptable. You also have these smaller wings here. You have the glitter flow, which can be really nice to place across the front of your subject. And I'm just going to change that one to golden. And at any point you can click on the glitter, you can Control or Command T, or you can use the resize sparkle. The box will pop up and you can resize, you can reposition, you can do whatever you need to do. So that's using the glitter wings. And let's use these sparkle and bokeh glitters. With LSP Actions, the glitters, the darker the background, the better, really. As in with real glitter, the darker your background, the more they're going to show. But I'm going to choose this semi-light background. I wouldn't recommend going any lighter than this, especially white. There is an action to help you show the glitter on whites, but really, glitter needs to be the brightest thing in your image, and when you've got whites, that's kind of the brightest thing. So do use the glitters on mid-tone to darker backgrounds if you can. So let's choose the sparkle and bokeh glitters here. How about we go for Light Crush? Well, these add some tonality in too, so let's add those in there. Make sure this fills the image as best you can, especially with the sparkle and bokeh, and hit stop. A black brush has been selected for you, so you can paint this away from the skin. So I want these lights appearing kind of behind her head. So I'm just carefully painting that away. Make sure you don't leave a halo. If in doubt, leave a little bit of the glitter coming over and use a softer brush. So they look really pretty. Let's add another one. How about Glimmer? So I'm just going to rotate that around because I want some of these going over in the front of her too. Take those off the face. And there is sparkle and bokeh there. Really, really sweet. So what should we use for this one? I think Organic Impact for this one. How about Energy? And you can see that's instantly added. Don't really need to brush that away from anywhere, that you could do because the mask is selected. Instantly added those glitters there. Firefall is great. This comes right from the top, and you can also reverse this so it's kind of coming down from the bottom. Kind of literally looks like somebody is shaking a glitter shaker down over the image. And you can click and play with these just to really add those to your image, and you can turn all these extra additions on or off. They all work on extra layers so it doesn't affect your background layer. About Crash, this is kind of like from the corners. This is on the Impact collection. That looks really cool for that image. How about another one? So just adding sprinkles in again. This is the Impact collection. Just taking some of that off the face there. Now this is kind of a lighter background, so the glitter is not going to look as intense on this one. But we go for a sparkle glitter. How about Crystallize? I think that will really suit this image. This is in the Sparkle and Bokeh collection. keeping some of the bigger areas of the face there, but probably leave on the butterfly. That contrast will make that brighter and show up more. As the background is lighter, you can see that the effect is definitely lighter. The lighter your background, the lighter the glitter will be. Still really cool. How about go for some wings for this one? So just resizing that in there. And let's make it silver to suit this image. And add a little bit of contrast there. What I'm going to do is take some of the opacity down on this silver, so we pale up those wings. Could also make them blue, and that would suit the image. Two, let's have a look. Let's kind of match that crystalline blue and take some of the saturation down. Lots of cool things you can do. Just going to size this one up to get a similar size to the other wing. And I'm just adding a uniform gold to both of these, but again, you could use silver, you could use any colour really. And let's add another one over. And this is just one of the other wings, one of the other glitter wings. These are a little bit more space between them. So I'm going to add that in almost as a whoosh around here. Let's use the golden overlay just to make everything match. So lots of things you can do with those. Back over here. Just realised I feel a bit bad. I've left the sparkle and bokeh set out. I haven't used them very much. So let's use another sparkle and bokeh here. How about Broken Pretty? Now it looks gorgeous over this image. Really enhances. Get rid of some of that glow from the face. Let's go for something a little bit calmer. How about Powder? So this is just going to add kind of a smaller glitter overlay over everything. And with the bokeh and sparkles, you also get kind of the warmer light overlays too of your image. These are perfect for kind of the more magical shoots, for Christmas, for the blurred backgrounds, and for outdoor, for in your studio when you've got props and things like that. Whereas if you've got the plain seamless in your studio, you're probably better off using the Impact collection. It really does depend. The Sparkle collection works really well on mid-tone backgrounds, really, really well. So that's using the LSP glitter collections, and these are available at www.lsp-actions.com, and they all come with the complimentary Photoshop applicator actions that allow you to add and blend the glitter, make it golden, silver, flip it, change the size, choose your own colour, add a rainbow, and more, like so many things. So enjoy the glitters. I can't wait to see what you do with them. And you can scroll down below for there's 2 more tutorials for the glitters. These are the older tutorials that were filmed a couple of years ago before the update, but they're still relevant and they show you the glitters in use with other images. So I'm Lauren, thanks for watching.